Hello, good evening,
Hello,
and welcome
everybody.
back
Welcome
to another
to the living room.
Another live chat. I've actually hit the buttons in the right order this time. That makes a change, doesn't it?
Can everyone hear us okay? Everyone? Hello?
Hopefully you can all hear and see us okay.
No one's saying anything. Are you sure?
Evening.
Tom's vlogs. Good evening, live from the
Yes,
living room.
there we go.
Okay.
You can all hear us. Thanks very much, Karina.
Very much.
Thanks, Karina.
So, tonight's little treat for you is...
Yes, we've got Martin and Joe from Itchyfeet Caravanners. They've become very, very good friends. Just to give you a bit of a backstory, Martin emailed me about 2 years ago. We'd not been doing the channel long. He was saying he was wanting to buy a caravan, and that's how we got talking. And over the last 2 years, we met up at the show, and we've had chats here or there over the telephone, etc. And they've just become really, really good friends.
I am actually privileged to say they are
They're a fantastic
some of our
couple.
besties, and we love them lots.
And this is one of the things I love about caravanning. It brings people together, and you get some great new friends. And Martin and Joe,
some lovely people, haven't we?
Are two of our best friends, thanks to the caravan life. So without further ado, now I'll give you that little backstory of how we met Martin and Joe. We'll bring them in.
Oh yeah, and before we do, just so you all know, because we're such good mates, we have like a little chat every Sunday night, and sometimes it does degenerate into a bit of banter. And
a little bit of banter.
If you think, oh, how could she say that? Trust me, we are only joking, honestly.
So without further ado, for the second time, here is
Cue Joe and Mart. Hi guys! Are you okay?
Thanks for that lovely introduction.
Yes,
you're welcome. You are our besties.
So,
well, along with Phil, Juliet, Graham and Mandy.
Yeah, but you are our besties.
But that's how we got together, wasn't it? That's how we all became friends, just by one email 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
How long it was, that's scary, isn't it? Time just flies, doesn't it?
Hang on a minute, you're sat higher than normal. You're on your booster seat.
I'm on 2 booster seats.
Oh, steady. 2 booster seats.
You're hearing me out. I'm actually sat on the cat.
What a treat. Oh, it's nice to see you both. Are you both okay?
You guys too, yeah. And I hear to everybody in the chat as well. Unfortunately, we can't see any comments because there's a bit of a hiccup with the
trying to get
what we were going to use. So hello to everybody who's in the chat.
Claire steals the show every time we do this anyway. So I'm going to try my best to go through the comments and highlight some. If anybody's asking me a question, I'm going to do my best not to miss them this time, because everybody said you missed our question. You missed. So I'm going to do my best.
It's hard to keep an eye on everything.
It's hard to keeping up with the chat when you're just watching, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really being on this side of the fence, because we're normally in the chat watching others.
Yeah.
So on this side of the fence.
Now you're the stars, the two of you.
You're the special guests. How's it feel? as if we're superstars, you know.
So we have got a few little questions for you.
We've got a few standard questions for you, just so we can get everybody can get to know you a little bit better.
Okay.
So we'd like you to perhaps just introduce yourselves to everyone and tell us where you're from. I mean, it's kind of obvious whereabouts you are from.
You don't talk like we do you? Don't lie.
Tell you what, that was a good accent, that lad.
It was.
Like that?
Great,
like
wasn't it? Hey.
I put a posh voice on for the channel.
Oh, Caravan blogger will love this.
So, good evening. Who are you and where are you from?
Good evening. Well, I'm Jill, as everybody knows, and
I'm Martin.
And Ellis is fanning about on the Xbox upstairs.
And he's not Fortnite or the rest.
No, and we've got the cat. What's flat out on the chair?
Little Bella, yeah.
Little Bella.
And your caravan's called Snaily, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, can
He
you
is
tell everyone why you called it Snaily?
Well, that's thanks to Ellis. When we said to Ellis we're getting a caravan, and we previously stayed in statics, and he said to him, how would you pull one of them behind a car? I said, no, it's a smaller one, mate. I said, but you're effectively pulling your home behind your car. He said, so we'll be like snails, won't we, sort of pulling our home behind us? I said, yeah. So then when Joe said, what can we use as a name? He went, Snaily.
Snaily.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Snaily was born.
It's brilliant. It's such a good name. I like it when people name their caravans. Ours is Poppy, isn't it?
It's just a shame it wasn't a Bailey. It would have been Snaily the Bailey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Snaily the Bailey.
And what was yours beforehand? Madge, wasn't it? Madge
It
the
was
Padge?
Madge the Padge.
Madge the Padge.
Yeah, 'cause it was a Bailey pageant, so she was
Sorry,
Madge the Padge.
Can I just interrupt a second?
If you must.
Someone said I look a bit strange from the light coming in. So
You're the chosen one.
Yeah, who said that?
Someone pointed out there's a lot of light coming through this window.
Whoever's just said that, he always,
I always look
like
strange.
No particular difference.
That's a little bit better, isn't it? But it's probably the glare off the screens as well, which probably isn't helping. I look like a spectre, don't I? Anyway, I just want to, sorry to interrupt, I just want to say hello to everybody. Tom's Vlogs UK, the Coffee Vanners, thanks to Graham and Phil for Blue Spannering.
Thank you, chaps.
Carl Whitehouse, Andy, Karina's popped in. Thank you so much. BX, Jeff Foster, Sharon Foster, the Caravan Addies. God, there's so many.
Oh, there's
Jim
our
McHugh,
Aunt Shirley.
Nick Alfrey, Lee Owen from Tessa's Travels. And Shirley, she's lost two stone. She says I won't recognise her when we go to the show in October.
Go you, Anne. How did you do that? See? Nice one. You have to share some tips with Tubbs here.
Oh, here we go. You've started, have you?
Started.
Ask another question.
Ask another question. Right, okay. So
That quick, didn't you?
Sorry, Claire, what was that?
it's very important here, Martin, please. Thank you.
Sorry, come on.
Are you listening?
We're listening.
Listen.
All ears, all ears. What was the reason you started caravanning?
You or me?
You can answer that one then.
It was probably the reason that a lot of people started caravanning. One was to extend the season, because your camping season, unless you're really hardy, it's about 6 months long, isn't it? It's like April.
I'm not hardy. No, not in a caravan. Any chance of me.
Any chance
And
of
some
subtitles?
subtitles.
They don't talk like we do.
Hey, what?
Next one, go in it.
We should have put some subtitles up, shouldn't we? Anyway, I digress. The floor is yours, Marty Pants.
Yeah, so it was just a case of extending the season. That was half of it. And the other half was the rain. When it's raining and you're setting up, or it's raining and you're taking down.
Grim, that,
And there was a few times when you'd be setting up or taking down. Someone would roll up in a caravan, unhitch you from the car, put the steadies down. They're sat there with a brew or a beer, and they're watching you struggling with the rain pouring off you, arguing like, oh, yeah.
That's it. In your first trip away, I think it was in Snaily, I remember Jo saying she was loving it because it was absolutely piddling down. And you were sat there with a nice cup of tea with like your heater on, watching everyone in the rain, putting up their tents. And I thought,
Your first trip was so nice to see, because we'd been there right from the very start, you know, with your email and watching our videos, and then seeing you get your caravan, go away on your first trip, because it wasn't easy because of the lockdown, was it? So you had to wait and wait and wait.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, we were really excited with the first trip. I even remember Phil and Juliet at Drangles when we got there, you know, making sure we were okay and see how it was going. And I was that excited. I even shouted to Phil, I've just used the loo.
I've been for a week.
I'm in cautious.
I've used the loo, you know.
I know, it's the little things though, isn't it?
Pleasures, isn't
I mean, even now, like a year on, Martin obviously knows the caravan like the back of his hand, but even now I'm still amazed, you know, like pulling drawers out and saying to you, you know, oh, look at this, you know, like in Val Chapman or something, like just dead excited.
Electric lights. You can turn the lights on and off.
I know, it's brilliant. I mean, your little faces on all your photos. We were so happy for you both.
Phil's saying sorry he's late. You don't need to apologise, Phil. We all have a life outside of the caravanning, so thanks for being here.
Okay, well, I have a little personal question for the two of you. Fascinated about this, why people do it. Why did you start vlogging? What was it that you suddenly thought, I know, we're going to call ourselves Itchyfeet and we're going to vlog?
Well, we started off originally before, I think even before you'd emailed Ian, wasn't it? Watching, you know, the great John Wickersham.
John Wickersham, yeah.
He's sadly missed.
YouTube channels, and then rather than having to find each channel every time we went on, he said, well, if we, you know, make a channel up and subscribe, it's there straight away, you know, you can just watch it. So that was the way it started. And obviously, you know, we got to know you guys and Phil and Juliet and others. And we said, oh gosh, should we have a go? We'll give it a go.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, our very first video was just mainly pictures, wasn't it? Of like our previous.
It was your camping one, wasn't it? When you
camped. Yeah. And then it was Mark and Coral give us a pick up the
yeah, Mark and Coral nominated
the question challenge, and we said, oh, come on, you know, we'll just do it. And then obviously, you know, the rest is history, and we enjoyed doing it, you know. And as you say, you meet some great people doing it as well.
Oh, you meet some great people, and it's a sense of community, isn't it? About it, it's brilliant.
Could you ask me?
Yeah, Phil's asking, Martin, can you have his still back? Oh, poor Martin, he gets some stick.
He really does get some dreadful stick. He really does. But I mean, what made you come up with Itchyfeet?
That was it.
We were trying to think of something to call it, what sort of encapsulated everything, wasn't it? You know, because we still got the tent, so, you know, we're not adverse to going out using the tent.
No.
Before COVID, we enjoyed loads of days out and stuff.
Days out and walks and
stuff
like
to
that,
try and incorporate it all. We're like, well, you know, what's another word for, you know, out and about, walking, you know, can't sit still, like, itchy feet.
It's so perfect because it does, it encapsulates your need to go and do and explore. And
exactly.
Such a good name.
And they love the name.
We would have been sitting here in the living room, and it's only a matter of an hour or two, and it's like, where can we go? What can we do? What can we see? And we have got itchy feet, so when Joanne said that,
then caravan, we can take that with us now as well.
Yeah.
Rather than, you know, taking 4 days to prepare, taking the tent away.
It's a faff tenting.
Tess Travels Caravan Adventures are asking, hi all, great to see you. We'd love to know how you do the split screen thing. We're not very tech savvy. Well, it was thanks to Karina and Jules from Here We Tow. I asked them for a bit of advice. They use a slightly different piece of software, whereas I'm using something that works with your browser. So it works through Chrome browser. And it's a program called StreamYard, and it allows you to put the background picture, your logo in the corner. It allows you to highlight comments. So StreamYard, if you just type it into Google, you'll find it. It just allows you to post up pictures and things like the Itchyfeet logo.
Don't be pressing buttons. You know what you like.
Well, I was going to show people. Martin, you'll like this.
Well,
you know, we said we've just let me get rid of that comment first.
Give me the giggles here. I just know.
Right, I'll hide that. Now, bear with me. You know, we said about finding you a little pair of shoes to wear on site.
Your little pair of doggy Crocs.
You know, you call us the Caravan royalty.
Check out these.
Right, this image is from the BBC, so BBC, it's from the BBC. We found a pair of Crocs that we can wear, you know, with you calling us the Caravan royalty.
Well,
check them out. Check them out. What do you think of them?
They're pretty cool.
They're pretty cool.
We've seen pictures of you, Martin, your Crocs and your socks.
Crocs and socks. Caravan vlogger was the first to point that out as well.
Graham jumped on that. Joanne took the picture. I was oblivious to it. The fact that I had white socks on as well. It's like
and
white socks with black Crocs.
Hi, Tim, Nathan.
Yeah. I know, because
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
we said to Caravan vlogger, oh, we've got North Face chavs round here. And
North
he says,
Face,
what's a North Face chav? I said, well, you probably know down there you've probably got Burberry chavs. So, speaking of Crocs and what have you, what do you reckon's your most favourite of accessories that you've got so far?
Ooh, mine's a coffee machine without a shadow of a doubt.
Like the coffee machine that sits outside in the awning.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
I can see
like this, because like if you're asleep and I want to go outside for a brew, you know when you're clanking around with the kettle and that inside of the caravan,
yeah,
easy just to sort of sneak out into the awning. You got the coffee machine there.
And it's nice that on your own though, isn't it? Just sat in your own and just on your own listening to the birds. And...
Carl Whitehouse has asked Martin and Joe a question. Have you got any favourite places you have visited in the caravan?
Oh,
so you've been a bit restricted because you lost out on so many.
Very restricted.
Yeah, I mean,
really
we've been to Wales, haven't we? Went to Manaraffon or Manaraffon.
Manaraffon.
The F is a V, isn't it, in Wales?
Yeah, we went there in the summer, didn't we?
Yeah. Then we went to Yewtree Farm.
It's Yewtree Farm.
Halloween trip, wasn't it?
Yeah. We took Snelly for Halloween, and Tenbury Wells.
Oh yeah, you've been to Piper's Heights.
Oh yeah, Piper's Heights.
And each year, when is it? It's bank holiday in August, isn't it?
Yeah.
Friends of ours, they have a Volkswagen meet-up sort of camping rally type of thing. And we normally go down to Tenbury Wells to see them.
Yeah, we just pretend we're a VW, don't we?
Yeah, because it's part of the VW club. And I've got a Cougar, it doesn't exactly fit in. And then this year, they said, it's not happening in Tenbury Wells. We're actually doing it in a place called Stoneleigh Park in Warwickshire. I don't know if anyone knows Stoneleigh Park. That's
if anybody knows, let us know what it's like.
But we're going there on the 28th of August, which is the August bank holiday.
Yeah.
We're going down there in August. And then hopefully I've got a couple of days off work in September, so I'm going to try and get Anglesey booked for September.
Oh, we love Anglesey.
We spotted a lovely seal, didn't we? I can't even think the name of it. It's in the laptop.
Peach. Yeah, it was a peach.
Yeah, it's got obviously the 5 pitches, and each pitch is hedged off. And at the back of your pitch, you've got your own personal picnic bench with umbrellas and everything.
I love a picnic bench, and I will find you a hamper, Joe. I will find you a wicker picnic. I know you're so desperate for a wicker hamper.
Jane Hook has just had a wonderful weekend at Yewtree Farm. What a gem Yewtree Farm is. I love it there.
And they're such lovely people as well, aren't they?
Yeah, Rachel and Grant, they're lovely.
Yeah.
It's not all singing or dancing. It is a CL. It's very basic, but for a quiet stay away from it all, Yewtree Farm gets a thumbs up from me.
Yeah, it's got everything you need on there, isn't it? And I love the little honesty fridge. You know, with your fresh juice and milk and eggs and stuff. That's a nice touch, that, isn't it?
With the honesty box.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So.
And they had fresh orange juice, you know, in the milk bottles.
Oh, yeah, like you see
fresh orange. I haven't seen that in years.
I know you should get
small things, isn't it?
Easily pleased.
It's just the little things, isn't it?
And Shirley, been to Trentham Gardens. Lovely. Somewhere we've not been.
Jeff Foster was just saying something about Trentham Gardens.
Oh, so he did.
Oh, it's just down the road from him. We'll go and I can give River a squish. I love River.
River's a dog, by the way.
I think everyone knows River by now. So apart from your picnic hamper, Joe, what do you think you'd like next? Here's Mike.
Oh, hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Oh, hello, Michael.
Mike, we're live, mate. Not interested.
So I know you want more fairy lights, don't you, for your awning?
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't even know what I'm looking for, but I'll know it when I see it.
We've seen the little beach ball one here, didn't we?
Oh yeah, they don't sell them anymore.
And they don't sell them anymore.
Finally dragged them to IKEA after the lockdown. We don't sell them. But I do want, my next purchase is definitely, and I don't know what they're called, so I'm going to say it, if I can say it, the collapse sheepy thing. I say sheepy because that's what it looks like.
The collapse, not the truck.
Yeah, that thing, you know.
The call of nature.
The collapse hose that you use to fill your aqua all up hangs onto the tap. Collapsible.
We just got one of them.
That was what we bought. That's our latest accessory.
That's our next accessory.
That's our next one.
But I always forget what it's called. It always looks like a sheepy.
Can't take it anywhere, can you? Not even onto a live.
Claire ordered me to buy one, so who am I to argue?
Anything for a quiet life, mate.
But it does look like a sheepy,
No,
whatever one of those is. Massive credit for you all to keeping the vlogs going with everybody else on. You're also entertaining and supportive to new and old caravan enthusiasts. Well, this is why, and I'm sure Martin and Joe feel the same. I think a lot of the vloggers, they do it because they just want to help others.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all I want to do and Claire wants to do, because we started out not knowing a thing. And I jumped on YouTube and I was quite surprised that there was people out there that was showing people how to do stuff with regards to caravan and motorhomes. The first one I stumbled on was the obvious one, was Dan Trudgeon. Then I came across Andrew Ditton. He comes at it from a different angle and he makes such fantastic videos.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
They were all so willing to give advice to everybody. And I thought, you know what? I wouldn't mind doing that myself from a beginner's point of view. So as and when I learned how to do stuff, I tried to pass it on. And I just want to show everybody. I'm probably ruining it for all those caravanners because I'm showing everybody how good the caravan life is. More and more people are coming into it. So I could be cutting my own wrists because we won't be able to get on any sites.
Well, you just hit
a little naked boy.
Everyone does it from a different angle. I could do a caravan review. You could do it. But we're looking at it completely different.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about YouTube. It's diverse. Yeah. Everyone's got their own way of looking at things.
I think we all share the same goal, though, just to enjoy the freedom that the caravan or motorhome or camper van gives you, I suppose. I just saw the little
naked, usually you.
Now you see him, now you don't.
Giving away all my secrets.
At least Mike had some.
What did I say at the beginning? No spitting, no gouging, no selling dirty thing, no swearing.
Yeah, show everyone what Martin said you look like with your.
Martin, Mr. Bloody Itchyfeet here, said I look like this fella with my new partial dentures. You're not funny. You made me
I've got even white teeth. I just thought it, Dick Emery.
You made me a scouser, but you're not funny. Let me tell you.
I'm sorry.
It is. It is funny. It's very funny. So
it's all right. We got you with them anyway.
There you go.
Where are we up to? I've lost the plot.
I was just saying.
I love it. Years ago.
The sheepy.
One of them. Yeah.
Oh, there's Joe's prolapse sheepy.
Prolapse. Yeah, Claire made me buy it. I've bought one. I've succumbed.
I'm tired of getting wet trying to fill up the water.
Yeah, I mean they're always handy to have. We've used a few fully serviced pitchers, haven't we? Yeah. But they're always really handy to have. And the Alan, stuff is good, isn't it? Do you know?
I think it was Alan that mentioned it in his vlog with those brass taps when you turn them on. You don't just come down, they just spray out.
I know, that's why I get wet, and I find I've got to hold the tap, the connector thing on the tap. Yeah. And my arm's going like this, and it's dribbling down my arm, and I'm thinking...
You need to get to the gym, woman.
I'm thinking, why the hell am I doing this, not Ian?
Not that I need the gym. My body is a temple.
Fine figure of a man.
Fine figure of a man. Andy, I really enjoy the lives and everyone's vlogs.
That's nice
to hear, isn't it?
So,
thanks for that, Andy.
Where are we up to on our unscripted questions?
You tell me. It's your life.
They're not scripted. They're just a few questions that it's easier to write them down because when you're doing the live, sometimes you get a bit tongue-tied, and it's easy just to have a list of questions there, and that's what we've got. We've got a list of questions.
You know me, I spoke to you earlier in the week, and I said that I was terrified doing this. Absolutely terrified of
There's
this.
nothing to,
Not to be terrified.
there's nothing to be
about.
terrified. We're only going to show everybody all your idiosyncrasies. That's all we're going to do.
Forever stored on YouTube. What's the to worry about?
Yeah. How about that? Tonight's special guests.
Oh, that's cool. Anyhow, getting back to the plan, if there ever is a
All
plan.
right, Narky Knickers.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm doing a million jobs here. All you've got to do is read a few questions. See
I've
how
asked
slick. See how slick we are here at the For Love of Caravans. Well, aren't we good?
I've asked you what you want next, haven't you? Because you said your prolapse sheepy thing.
Yes.
Right. What are your plans then for this year? Now we've been set free caravan-wise. And
Well,
you're going to Manor again, aren't you?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
going for a week at the end of May, aren't we?
Yeah.
Then we're looking for somewhere for the summer.
But the summer's a bit of an awkward one because obviously everywhere's booked up.
It is. Love, it's a nightmare.
Yeah. So it's going to be a case of trying to, even if we can get like maybe a CL for like 3 or 4 nights here, 3 or 4 nights there,
Yeah.
try and mix it up a little bit, just anything to
We're
get
not,
away.
we're not too fussed really for this year,
No.
are we? We'd normally go down to Cornwall. But given that the fact that it won't be the Cornwall that we know because
No.
of the situation as it is.
And there was this couple from the Whittle as well going down to Troetta, which pretty much...
I don't know
Yeah.
who that could be. Who are they?
Who are
Yeah.
we talking about?
No idea.
So we decided to do Cornwall.
So we're
on
going
this.
to Cornwall next year now,
No,
aren't we?
definitely
I
next year.
knew that's why they weren't going.
I think I might be diverting to Essex to sort that caravan vlogger out. Look what he's
what's
put
he
there.
saying?
I'm gonna burst him. I tell you,
What's he said?
it's there on the screen. Don't forget to give them. I thought he said, "Don't give them a thumbs up." I'll take that back.
I know I was going to say. I nearly swore, didn't I? I nearly.
I take it
I'm
back.
waiting for
I
it. I'm
misread
waiting
it.
for it.
I thought, "Don't give them a thumbs up." So I burst him.
Bits.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
Martin, you've been spotted. No
No
PJs.
PJs tonight. He's dressed.
No, he's
It's not a
actually
Sunday night.
dressed. We've never seen him dressed.
I've never recognised you with your clothes on.
With Sesame Street pajamas
You know
on.
what?
I know he's
People are
Cookie
going to
Monster.
misunderstand that. We better clarify. You're usually in your PJs on the Sunday night chat, aren't you?
Normally, I'll have a pajama top on.
Let's
bit-
clarify that.
Armies on.
In fact, what is it they call it now? Loungewear. It's not even called pajama.
Loungewear.
Indoor, outdoor, multi-purpose leisure suit.
Yes,
So we can pop pictures.
From?
Picture.
She says this to me all the time. What you going to wear tonight? Oh, I'm going to wear my indoor, outdoor, multi-purpose
Multi-purpose
leisure
leisure
suit. I don't know where that came from.
No idea.
It's probably Hyacinth Bouquet knowing you.
Probably. I do model myself upon her, you know.
Yes.
It shows.
Everything's got to have gold embellishments.
Hand-painted periwinkles.
Teesside #1 van driver. Hi
Hi,
to you. Thanks for
Teesside
tuning in,
#1
Jen. Thanks
van
for joining
driver.
us. Bob and Irene are here, and he asks, what have I missed? The usual shenanigans.
Yeah, just silly pictures and us basically insulting each other as usual.
I'll tell you what, Bob surprised me. Bob drives a petrol Cougar, and it's a decent tow car apparently. Which for a petrol Cougar, that did surprise me.
But is yours a diesel one?
Yeah, ours is a diesel.
Well, I suppose it's all down to the weight of the van, though, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do for my next tow card. I'm torn because I love Land Rovers, but everybody says, "Oh, they're not reliable." But you work for them, so tell me, should I buy another one or should I steer clear?
How long
You
have you had yours for now?
3 years.
Has it broke down?
Well, it did at the beginning. The gearbox went, but luckily it was under that insurance that I took out at the beginning.
So, to all intents and purposes, it's pretty reliable, isn't it?
It has. I love the car. It's just that we've outgrown it and we need something bigger because obviously we've got the bigger Caravan now, so we don't have anything in the Caravan. It all goes in the car. And even though Sophie's gonna left home. Josh has left home. We still have a lot of stuff because we bought the big air awning, we bought the Kadak. We bought a lot of stuff. So it's got to go somewhere. And that's why I've had to put the roof rack on, and everything goes on the roof and in the back of the... And when you've got the cage in there, the boot's taken up with the cage for Mike. I mean, the dogs.
Yes, more likely, Mike. I've just seen that question. Talking about tow cars. Question 14. It says, do you have a dream tow car?
I know what
For
mine
some
is.
reason, I thought it said, do you have a dream Tomcat? And I think, what the hell's
How'd you
going on
get
with that?
Tomcat
I
from
don't
tow
know.
car? So what is your dream tow car? Mine would be a Land Rover, Range Rover, Vogue, the autobiography one, the big top of the range one. If money wasn't an object.
I don't know, I wouldn't know what to say. What would yours be? I know you're not really carny type of thing, but no, that's something I have to think about. That's a good question.
As long as it towed Snaily.
As long as it's so, and Snaily's not too much of a heavy brute. He's only 1,400 kilos, so.
Well, for now, because we are going to have to upgrade soon.
You watch your tongue.
Definitely.
Oh no, you're dissing the Snaily.
Ellis is having a big space, so he's literally, there's not going to be much room left for height-wise on that diner.
That's the trouble. They grow. You need to hit them on the head with a little hammer.
Well, we're going to have to upgrade soon, but I mean, I'd probably rather keep Snaily and stick it in my mum and dad's back garden.
Oh yeah.
You
I'll have a
like a little chicken coop.
Yeah, and then when it's, deteriorated, renovate it and make it, the chuck wagon, a little chicken coop in the back garden.
This is what I
love that. Only got back today. Coral is already asking where are we going on the weekend. Do you know what? We're exactly the same, but unfortunately, there's a 4-week gap between us. Unfortunately, but we do that. We get home and within an hour say, "Where are we going next?"
Yeah,
you get the taste for it, don't you? I know exactly where Mark's coming from there.
Yeah.
So there goes that.
What is your caravan? What make is it? What have you got?
It's an Abbey Cardinal, which is a little bit of a obscure one, if you like. It's because it's a dealer special, and it's a dealer special of something that was a little bit obscure anyway. So
L-shaped lounge. I don't like L-shaped lounges. I don't know why.
Children or animals.
Hello, Bella.
It's the other part of Itchy Feet.
Yes.
Itchy paws.
You like the L-shaped lounge, though, don't you? But I'm not really a fan of them.
Do you know, at first, when we were looking around caravan dealers, and do you know, a lot of them aren't open, the caravans, are they? So you're popping your head through the window and you look and you think, oh, no, it's an L-shaped lounge, move on. No, it's an L-shaped lounge, move on. And it was only when we went into the L-shaped lounge, you said, do you know what, this could work, this.
Yeah, because
this could work.
We wanted the benches at first, didn't we?
Ideally, wanted the benches.
But then when you actually sat on the L-shaped lounge, I thought, well, there's 3 of us. Ellis is big for his age anyway, isn't he?
Yeah.
So if we had 2 benches, it probably wouldn't really work. For like the 3 of us of an evening to stretch out in your PJs watching a film. Whereas the L-shaped lounge we've got, the 3 of us can literally stretch out, can't we?
We can all stretch out.
Yeah, it works for you.
Yeah, and because the van's not really that big, it's less than 7 meters. So have the benches, they'd be big chairs effectively. So to have the L-shaped lounge
with a fixed bed.
Oh yeah,
that'd be perfect.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
But I've always loved those big windows that you've got, and you say they're your people watching window.
I
love the people watching window.
You can sit in that and watch the people trying to reverse their caravan onto the pitch and then resort to using the movers.
That's us.
Yeah. That was what happened to me on U3. I thought, you know what?
You don't say, Mark. Did that happen to you?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Burst in. I thought, you know what? I've cracked it. Joanna cracked it, and I got it bang on the pitch in U3. She went, the car's meant to be on the left, not the right. Okay.
Oh, you gave it a go, love. You give it a go.
Give it a go.
You give it a go.
And do you know what, Claire? It was bang on as well. It was like really, really straightforward.
It's all a learning curve.
Yeah, it's a learning curve, isn't it?
It is.
At the end of the day, that's why you buy your motor mover for, so you shouldn't be proud that you don't use it. You just pay for it. Let's use it.
Yeah, you just don't leave your handbrake on.
Do us a favour. Bob and Eileen are on the chat. Show Eileen one of the dog's
What's
toys.
left of the...
Eileen, the
Are you
hoop,
ready
the
for
Kong
this,
hoop has
Eileen?
survived. Amazingly brilliant product. It survived.
This is what's left of the. It was like that, wasn't it?
Well, it was a rope one. I kind of knew, but
that's all that's left.
she
of it.
still chews on that. So, if anybody wants their pet supplies, check out McKay's Pet Supplies. Quick delivery and everything.
I'll be coming
Great.
back to you for another one of them.
So we need some more toys. The
Alice
Kong
had a
ring
couple
has
of things
survived.
Bob and Aileen, hasn't she?
Yeah.
A couple of toys from Bob and Aileen.
Speaking of Aileen, because the last time we seen Aileen was at the NEC, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So fingers crossed the NEC is going to go ahead as well. But
Oh, God.
So are you going to go to the shows, do you think?
Oh, yeah. Well, we're already booked in to Chapel Lane, aren't we?
yeah, but it's Chapel
From
Lane.
the Thursday, in the hope that it was going ahead. Because this is, I mean, we've been to loads of shows anyway before we had the van, didn't we?
Mm.
This is the first time we've been to a show since having the van. So, you know, I'll be able to raid all the little shops.
Plenty of retail opportunities.
Yeah, buy loads of stuff what you don't need just because you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Martin is a follower of fashion.
He is, isn't he? He's a
I'm a dedicated follower of fashion. They seek me here, they seek me there.
He looks smart when he's dressed. Mind you, he looks smart in his Cookie Monster pajamas as well.
Carl's asking another question. What is the best gadget you have for your caravan?
The best gadget.
And you can't say your coffee machine because you've
No.
already said that.
Teppanyaki's come in really handy, but that was on one of those 8-question challenges type of thing. So I think of gadgets.
See, I've not really put any
You know what was a good gadget that we bought? Do you know the little portable tyre inflator, the one that works off the battery? Because where we park in the storage, it's not quite long enough to get the lead. So to be able to charge the cordless tyre pump up, really easy to
That
pump the tyres
Gills
up.
thing.
Yeah, that Gill tyre inflator.
Would the Camper Gale pump be classed as a gadget because it's made putting the awning up a doddle?
Yeah.
You plug it in the 12 volt in the Caravan, plug it into the awning, and the awning blows itself up. And it takes, what, 5? It doesn't even take that, does it? 3 minutes and the awning's up. It's amazing. It's great.
I think, I've not been in Snaily, but I think your favourite, well, my favourite gadget of yours is the dimmer lights that you put in.
For the LEDs.
Yeah, with the LED.
Yeah, it makes it so cosy.
You know what, the love, because what it was, obviously going around the shows and stuff, you really get seduced by, you know, the new van
North
with
Face
the
ninjas.
lighting.
Yeah.
And obviously our van being the age it was, only had the spotlights, it didn't have like any LED. So that was your first thing, wasn't it, to put them in?
Yeah, it's
I
lovely
look
that.
at the LEDs and you think, how can I fit these but make it cozy? So, I can fit the LEDs and put them in. Where'd you power it from? You think, hang on, well, there's power there from the spotlights and power them there, but where do I put the switch? And there was an old analog clock there. I wouldn't like to think the last time that it worked, so that was perfect to put the little timber control in, and all sorts of fell into place.
It does. It really. I love the way it all sort of goes dark and.
Yeah, it makes it, and with having the dimmer, you can sort of have them on brighter if you want to sort of read in bed as the bed's made up, or you know, just cozy.
And with your L-shaped window, you can look upon the portentous in the rain.
Look at the coffee palace last
Oh God love him, Ali and Alan. He stands on the caravan steps, don't you?
I'm on my tiptoes. I'm like a ballet dancer going round.
Do you know what? Poor Martin gets abuse everywhere he goes.
I'm an easy target, and I go on, pick on me, I don't care.
Oh, come on, I'm bald. I wear glasses. I am fat. I got partial dentures. There's plenty to get out of me, isn't there? And you certainly get at me on a Sunday night with Phil. Don't gang up on me.
Oh, you've got to love that.
when you two gang up on me, it encourages my own wife to take sides with you and have a go at me as well.
You're having a
Your
go at
voice
me.
has gone dead loud for some reason.
What?
Poor Claire can't get a new haircut without you. I nearly swore
Oh,
again.
yeah.
Without you taking it.
Yeah.
Helmet.
Helmet head. Well, sit up.
No.
She looks like now she's wearing the helmet that
The
Olive
Lego man. No, I'm
off
not Olive.
on the buses.
That's terrible.
Olive
Go on,
on the
shall I
buses.
do it? Oh, Arthur.
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 Oh, you got that.
Butler.
Oh my god! It's just degenerating into nonsense, isn't it? So back to a question. Now, can you see yourselves, you two, as a warden on a site?
We have this question all the time.
Without a shadow of a
I
doubt.
would love to. And do you know what? Because Ellis is homeschooled as well, it'd be perfect.
Yeah.
It would.
If I wasn't tied to that factory doing shift work,
Oh,
I'd leave in a heartbeat. I really would.
oh,
I
that's
can
just
see you two doing it as well.
I'd love to
You'd
do
have
it.
more patience than he would.
Because I like the whole people thing. I like people. But, well, you know what I'm like. You can't shut me up. I'm a real chatterbox. I love talking to people. And I like fixing, mending
Yeah.
things. And nothing.
Yeah,
So,
you two would be perfect. I can really see you doing that.
Well, I'd love to do it, but the thing, the Wirral has only really got 2 sites, hasn't it? And I'm thinking if you could find a plot of land and get the permission, you know,
Yeah.
it's crying out because not everybody wants to stay at the Caravan Club site on the west coast of the Wirral. I'm thinking of somewhere in the middle and a
Ian,
nice little
you
CL.
haven't got the patience. You'd be, oi! Get off my grass! You would. You
So
just,
since when did I turn Cockney?
when I was trying to
I
shout,
turned
actually,
into the Caravan blogger for a second.
here, get off my grass.
Get out of my pub.
Get out of my pub. Get off my site.
Get out of my CL. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
What accent will I have tomorrow? Are there? Yeah, Phil's asking a question here. Are they fully serviced, the CLs, Joe?
they certainly are. Yeah.
is that the ones in Anglesey?
Yeah, the ones in Anglesey.
Yeah, the ones we were looking at. Yeah,
Fully serviced, 16 amp. Really nice.
and they were
edges at the
really. I
side.
think they were about £16 a night, weren't they? And that
Yeah.
was like peak season, wasn't
But
it?
unless someone told you that they were only a 5-van CL, you'd swear blind that it was a proper site. Absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful. Beautiful looking site.
Yeah, our Phil and Juliet, they do like a fully serviced pitch, don't they? They do.
See, because look, I'm so busy reading these and doing Best in the Buttons. Andy, Claire is so funny. I don't get a look in. Do I?
You always say this.
Streaker Ian.
Streaker.
Steady.
Oh please, I couldn't stay. The
Only
image,
on a Sunday night.
the image is burning my eyes. Trust me, that's not an image you want to see.
Yeah, Phil, I think we all bring something to YouTube, but we all see things from a different angle,
do.
don't we?
We do.
Yeah, definitely.
The joys of caravanning, there's so many joys, in my opinion. I just absolutely live, breathe it at the minute. I
And
just
some
love
of the
it.
things, I must admit, some of the things that you see on site, you wouldn't see anywhere else.
Oh, no, that fella putting all his stuff out, and all he had was a very, very baggy pair of boxer shorts on.
Nothing else on, just
Oh,
a very
my
baggy
God.
pair of boxer shorts.
When he'd bend down to pick something up and one of his legs would go up, oh my God, woo! Whoa there, mate. You know what I mean?
They're the type of sites they go to. You see,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah, that's those specialist
The
sites. isn't
specialist
it?
sites with the
Special
special flags.
Yeah.
With the skull and crossbones.
So-
Yeah.
I didn't
Rainbows.
know that.
We
I
had
didn't
a-
know
we
about
had
that.
one for Mike, a skull and crossbones.
Yeah,
didn't
and we put it up by mistake upside down, and then we find that out. No wonder we were getting funny
Funny
looks.
looks.
Treading a fine line.
No
doing
wonder
that.
you're getting funny looks.
No, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Scary.
God. So,
The joys of caravanning, yeah.
I know. So, I have exhausted my questions.
Caravan vloggers, when I said my body is a temple, see, I'm trying to catch up with the comments. He said it's not a temple, it's a ruin.
Oh, so's mine, though.
How very dare he? I am bursting him.
When I was about 18, I was quite slim, and I don't know what happened after that.
Caravan blogger soon be listed as a World Heritage Site.
Where's the blokes
Refuse them.
Blokes get the blame.
I don't know.
Westwood, good evening.
Good evening, Westwood.
We are visiting the Northwest later this year. If the welcome is anything like you tonight, it will be. Oh, do you know what?
Oh, that's so
Oh,
sweet.
cheers, guys.
Go to the channels, Paul and Steve.
You'll have to come up.
Yeah, definitely.
There's
Oh,
lovely places up here. There's lovely places to
That's
visit
a nice
up
comment.
here.
That thanks.
Thing is, though, when you live somewhere, you don't go to them. That's the
You
thing.
take advantage, don't you?
Yeah, it's like more like Liverpool with the Beatles stuff. We've never been, have we? Never seen anything to do with any of that.
No.
Always granted a good laugh with Claire Neen. Oh, I was included in the good laugh this time.
Oh, thank you, Anne. I can't wait to see your new shapeliness. Leisure wear.
He was included this time. He's got the little violin house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Andy, you've got that right. We're Wirralonians. They get called woolly-backs, but the Scousers are the true woolly-backs. I had to tell these
Yes, we are the woolly-backs.
Yeah.
We're not woolly-backs at all. We're just people from the Wirral. Be told.
Funnily enough, Ian, you said something the other day. You're probably closer to Liverpool than we are.
Yeah.
We are. Because you're just over the water.
We're on the outskirts.
Yeah, we're on the
safari park. Like I said to Graham, though, although, the monkeys in the safari park do fit the stereotype, they can strip your car literally within minutes, can't they? Do you know?
You're playing right into Ian's hands here.
You know what?
You're leaving yourself wide open.
No.
I don't really like the separating us from Wirral to Liverpool because we're all Merseysiders and we all live and breathe the same air and we all love Liverpool, the Mersey, and we love the Wirral. Yeah. We all do, don't we? We all share something.
I thought he was going to say then we all do all that.
We do, don't we?
Graham, the Caravan blogger, will be in his element now. He loves all this stuff.
He's lapping it up, isn't he? He's lapping it up.
He's a wannabe Scouser because he loves Liverpool Football Club, so that's why he gets a thumbs up from me because he loves Liverpool Football Club.
Yeah, I don't do all that.
He's all right.
Like Wirral, Liverpool.
And, it's all one, isn't it?
Take it as you find it. If you're a nice person, then that's good enough for me.
Evening, Canary.
Discovery Sport.
Brilliant.
That's a cool name, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Canary in a box. Oh, there's Rolling with the Robsons.
Disco Sport, isn't it?
He's been out for a run, apparently. Another 50 miler.
Oh, look, Karina and Jules, Peter Miller. I've booked the Highlands for the summer.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, look at you guys.
Lovely.
Oh.
So, have you two got any burning questions for us then?
You couldn't have gone through all those questions already.
I have exhausted you.
Oh, Claire just rattles through them.
Desmond's Donders.
Hi, Desmond.
Good evening.
So,
There's something you asked us. What made you go from camping to caravanning? What made you go from camping to caravanning?
Oh, well, we were almost like that, setting tents up, and it just got too much for us.
Well, yeah, and apart from that, you were getting too grumpy trying to put the thing up.
I beg your pardon. Look, it's...
No,
sorry.
it's
Don't let it take a nose down.
I was always bloody freezing cold all the time, and there's just far too much nature in a tent. And I thought,
nothing in the tent, did we? Once.
No.
We've had more spiders in the van than what we did in a tent.
Yeah,
there's all sorts of unmentionables.
Really here in a tent is in between the fly sheet and the beds.
You've got like little
and you're there fluttering.
Yeah,
you're there fluttering in the middle of the night.
And the other thing I think for me with tenting, Mike would never settle in a tent.
No,
he was a nightmare, and I think it's because he could hear so much. If you're in the caravan, it's not as loud, if you know what I mean, outside. But if you're all tense, you can hear everything, can't you?
That Dodgy guy from the northeast.
Oh, haircut man, the one who looks like Tintin now.
Yeah, Mr. Robson.
He has been out for another 50 miles.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, Mr. Robson.
He asked me to address him as sir because he's a teacher, isn't he?
Yeah.
Mr. Robson.
Yeah, so...
Ashley Bonner, good evening. Buy a German 4x4. Yeah, I can't afford one.
Oh, I'd love one.
What is there? An Audi Q7? BMW X5? It's too expensive. I don't think they're big enough. The boots aren't big enough on them.
We need a big cage for the two hairy hounds.
I've been looking at the pickup trucks. The pickup trucks with the big cover over the boot. They look great. Get an Audi. Oh, Phil, get an Audi. Only because he's gone and bought an Audi. But I couldn't go back to a low-down car now. Not with my back and arthritis and all the rest of it.
You're getting old now, to be fair.
I'm falling apart. The arthritis is now in my knees.
Joe, where's your little violin?
What happened? What happened? At Wallasey Town Hall, when you signed your name and swore to those what they call vows.
In health.
In sickness and in health, and now you want to play me a little violin.
Well, I didn't realise I was marrying somebody quite so decrepit, to be fair. I mean...
I wasn't decrepit until I married you.
Oh.
You asked for that, woman.
All right.
You're getting it back soon.
Yeah, that's it.
So, I'm trying to think of something deeply inquiring to ask you.
Oh, feel free. Dig as deep as you like, as deep as you like.
My mind is
I
blank.
can't. No, you have not gone all through those favourite accessory and what do you want to buy next. What do you want to buy next?
We've done favourite accessory.
Yeah, but you didn't ask them what they want to buy next.
I did.
What's on the list?
Joe wants a prolapse sheepy.
Sheepy, hose, so it doesn't look like you've just peed all over yourself when you're going to fill the aqua roll up type of.
We'll gloss over my incident with the sheep.
Yes.
Yeah, just I'll pretend you never said it.
You're going to have to...
This is a live chat. This isn't a Sunday night chat. Oh my God! Don't go down that road.
No, I have a Oh no! Forgive me. I have missed question 12.
Olive.
There you go. Well, get on with it then.
Arthur. I've lost it now.
She's not a star. I make her look good.
Right. Single or twin axle?
Big question. But tread carefully here.
Twin.
For what reason?
Good man.
For what reason?
Don't take any good long founders with this. Length and stability. All my twin in the
It's not
past.
Sunday night chat, Martin. It's not Sunday night. Let me just remind you. Be careful where you're going with this.
When I very first started towing, it was always with twin axle trailers. No one had worked in the rallying, so they'd have rally cars on the back of the trailers, and they were all twin axles, and they were rock solid. Okay, it was the first time that I'd towed, so I couldn't really compare it to anything. But then with towing the Caravan, I wouldn't say it's more bouncy, but it's a little bit more twisty,
Yeah.
And when I was reversing the twin axle trailers, they were a bit more predictable as well. They were a bit more forgiving.
We've noticed, haven't we? It's not as...
There's no wiggling from it.
The only time we get a little bit of bum
We
wiggle
don't get
is...
anything.
Well, we do if a big truck comes past.
Who's driving? Who
Well,
does
you
all the
must have
driving?
crappy driving then, because you must go like that.
How very dare you? I'm a professional driver. How dare you?
Oh, God, I've opened that little wound.
I was just going to say, you've left yourself wide open for the professional driver.
John Paul and Steve, do you tend to shop when you arrive on site or take food with you?
Oh, well,
It depends.
Personally, I take just a few things to get us going, like tea that night, and I don't know about you two. Do you take everything with you pretty much?
Claire works for M&S. She gets, 20%
Try to
off?
take the basics.
Non-consumables.
Yeah.
You know,
But
your
then
tins and
try and shop local and put some back into the local.
the fresh stuff, your breads and and
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Because I mean, you don't want to be buying ketchup and stuff. Poor
No,
Craig,
no.
caravan bloggers being sick now. But you don't want to buy your ketchup and all that.
He doesn't like tomato ketchup. Tomato ketchup.
Tomato ketchup.
plus, as Mark said, normally if you're somewhere, you'll find a nice local bakery.
Yeah.
Where you get nice artisan bread.
Yeah.
What's
Plus,
wrong with cockneys?
it's good for it.
Now what's wrong with cockneys? My
It's
dad's
good to
cockney.
keep it local, isn't
Yeah,
it?
keep it local, put something against the local economy, because you can always find a Tesco, you can always find Asda, but it's the same. It's the same every time, isn't it? Where they always blow the bloody doors off.
I have never heard anybody sound like Michael Caine as Graham Bell.
Oh, he sounds more like Michael Caine than Michael Caine did.
He looks like Michael Caine. People were coming over and saying, "Graham, can I have your Michael, can I have your autograph?"
Oh,
This is more
Graham.
fun than watching PSG. Anything's better than watching
Anything's
Man
better than watching Man City.
City.
Come on, Andy.
Oh yeah, Defo. What's Defo Adults Only? What have I missed?
And he's got the little face as well, the little,
Yeah.
the little chin scratcher.
Wait, what have we missed here? Definitely.
It was probably you
Adults only.
almost going off the road there with
Oh, with me.
With your length and stability.
Twin axle.
No, stop it. We're still live. It's not
No.
Sunday
I'm
night.
sorry. I knew this would happen.
Yeah, got another question for you. See, I'm doing better this time on this live, aren't I, than the last one?
At least you actually went live.
Yeah, it is actually.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is, yes.
it is.
Ah,
If you never seen us,
Good.
yeah,
Actually won a prize.
She did. So did Jane Hook.
And I got the name wrong. How embarrassing.
Oh no, Ashley, what is that you have there on your name?
Yeah, it's Everton fan.
Oh no.
Say no more about it. We'll gloss over that.
Oh no.
Seems like a nice person, but Everton.
we're not really into football, are we?
No. Being from
Give us-
Liverpool,
You
it's
think
normally a
you would
given.
be?
Mr.
Yeah.
Benetton, my body is like a military academy pit of me crossing out.
Dave, love it.
Love it.
It's things drop off me when I try and run.
Oh, Mum on a mission.
Oh, yeah.
Hello. Good evening.
Yeah, I'm getting, flabbing places now. I start running, it sounds like I'm getting a round of applause because things flap.
Well, when I sit on one of these like hardback chairs, stop it.
I've held it in.
When I sit on a hardback chair, I feel like my back fat falls over like some sort of cape.
Hang on a minute. Don't go to the Wirral. We went once. We've never been the same. We met him up at the Wirral Country Park. How dare he?
Graham played the blind.
It was
made this holiday.
It was an interesting visit, and the less said about that.
Liverpool's an amazing city. It is
an amazing city.
Unfortunately, I drive in and straight back out again every single day.
So I'm trying to think of some more because we chat every Sunday. I feel like I'm interviewing you. It's dead weird. Because normally we just ramble on about now.
Do you know what's funny? You're the one with the back that hurts, so you're on the hard chair. Ian hasn't got a sore back, but he's on the nice comfy office chair.
Excuse me. I've got arthritis in my wrists, I've got a bad back, and I've got now arthritis has now got into my knees.
You've started him off again.
Hang on, you've got arthritis in your wrist. What that got to do with your back?
I have to get through my day on bloody painkillers. Do you know what?
I'll be in my big mouth.
Yeah, shut it, you. Come over there and burst you.
Let him just press the buttons. Anyway, Claire, what were you saying, love? Sorry.
I can't remember,
I
darling.
was only joking, I'm a scouse.
I can't remember. Oh yeah, I was just saying, normally on a Sunday we just rabbit away. And I'm trying to think of something very probing.
Oh.
I'm very sad.
If anyone's going to be probing questions in the chat, probe away.
I'm just trying to think of something sensible.
Look at this. People
And
from
it
St.
escapes
Helens. I'm from St. Helens are woolly backs.
See, yeah, that's what we always said as kids.
We always said there's woolly backs.
Well,
Yeah.
The true woolly backs are actually the scouters.
Yeah, it was the Scousers were the woolly backs because they carried the wool
full of wool after chips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From
We're
the Mills, wasn't
literally on the border, aren't we?
Yeah, literally.
Liverpool and
The accent.
Prescott, St. Helens.
I could throw a stone and the accent changes here.
Okay.
Wherever a caravan vlogger goes, someone else has to restore the reputation of caravan reviewers with the local tourist board. Or was it just He makes friends and influences people everywhere he goes.
Oh, yeah.
He leaves a mark, doesn't he?
Oh, certainly does leave a mark.
But he speaks his mind. I hate to admit it again, but I have to give him a thumbs up for telling that how it is. I have family connections in Liverpool, and I support the team as well. You'll never walk alone. Good man.
So something probing.
Champions. We're still champions, even if it is for maybe one more game.
Do you think you can ever see yourself without a caravan? Do you think there'll be ever a time that you think, oh, this is not for us now?
Definitely not. I mean, it is that cliche, isn't it, where we wish we would have done it sooner.
Yeah, that is a cliche. Wish we would have done it before. That is so true. And when I heard people saying, I wish I would have done it sooner, someone else would say it, I thought, is that really true? And now that we are caravan, I wish we would have done it sooner.
Yeah, and you miss the caravan, even when, like, there's times we've gone up to storage for no reason whatsoever, and you find yourself thinking of little jobs to do.
Yeah.
And then sometimes we'll just sit there with, put the kettle on, sit with a coffee, and literally do nothing.
We literally treat storage like a caravan site. Actually, seen us going to the chippy and then going back to the storage.
Having a chippy tea in your caravan at the storage. Yeah. See, I miss having mine in the garden. I miss that, being able to go out and just,
I joke.
That the difference in between having it in the garden or in storage. Do you find that if it's in the garden, it's a bit too accessible, so it takes the novelty off it when you do go away?
No, we were sat in it all the time. We were never out of it.
I look, on a sunny day, it'd be just nice to go in and open all the windows and.
Well, you get away from all the kids, because at the time we had 3 in the house, so it was nice to go in there and get away from them. You know, I joked about you. I'm sorry, I'm going off on a tangent because I can't wait to press show for Jeff Foster's comment. I always joke about you, and I said, now the Scousers in the Frodsham storage yard are all the caravans on bricks. Look what Jeff said. I love it. He's got a low opinion.
Like that. That's a good one.
That's naughty.
That's a good one.
Ian, you know me. I'm not very often lost for words, but
that is a good one.
I mean, going back to your comment, I think if I had the choice.
Sorry, I couldn't wait to press. I couldn't wait.
I'm speaking. If I had the choice between storage or here, I'd have it here all day long. Yeah, because it's easier to pack for your holiday. It's easier to clean.
Permission to speak, Mom.
Permission granted.
Thank you. No. Ian was au naturel in the tent.
Oh, that's
a few times.
It's a shocking thought.
It's a horrific thought.
Oh, why did you have to put that thought into my head?
I've seen it, and trust me, it's something I really don't care to repeat. But,
Dawn is asking, where are we going this year? Unfortunately, because of Claire's hours have changed in work, Claire has to work every Saturday night now. So wherever we go has got to be really close to the Wirral for her to get back for work on the Saturday night.
Cheers, M&S.
But we're being really boring again. We're going back to Trewetted in the summer. But, we're still finding loads of nice places to visit and vlog and what have you.
This year, though, to find the pictures, you're going to put we're going to park up outside on the road. Ian's going to put his drone up and scan.
See which people are packing up.
You're not running around with your little button thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Because of the Trewetted shuffle and all the goings on of getting up on the front pitches, when Claire and I arrive and we're allowed to go and pick our pitch, we've got walkie-talkies, so we don't even have to press and wait for them to answer. Come in, over. So we've got
code word.
Claire's I'm giving away all our secrets to get a good pitch. Claire's going to go one way, I'm going to go the other, and the first person to find a pitch on the front, going to found one, over.
I want to borrow last weekend's little electric scooter. So
Hey, yeah.
out of my way! Yeah. Oh, it's such a faff, isn't it, really, Bob? Oh, it's all worth it.
Here we go. Fantastic. The Highlands. Do you know what?
Oh, don't.
Awesome.
I'm so jealous.
We keep saying to Bob and Aileen that it's Aileen. Do you know what? I'm terrible at pronouncing certain words and names, aren't I?
Aileen.
We've always said we're going to go to Scotland one day. We've got to. I've never been to Scotland.
Actually that far, is it really?
No, well, you always feel it is, but it's not.
Oh, excuse
Oh
me,
my
now
God.
the dog needs a wee.
And the thing is, it's really direct as well, isn't it?
We've been a couple of times, haven't we?
Yeah.
Where was the house we stayed in?
In
Glenfinnan.
Lodge we stayed, yeah.
Oh, fabulous place.
Oh, Glenfinnan was gorgeous.
Magical, wasn't it?
Look who's joined us. One of my friends. I haven't spoken to him for a while. I need to catch up. Mr. Damien Hollenberry.
Damon!
Okay, mate.
How are you doing, sweetie?
I'm just not happy with what he's written there. You can get rid of it.
Oh, nearly.
Do you know what?
fell off my
I
seat.
did like Damien. I really liked him.
Did
Gone
you
off
move
him now.
my seat while I was away?
I didn't touch your seat.
Nearly fell off.
4Motion VWT6. If you had your way, you'd have an XC90.
Oh God, I love.
We'd have to rob a bank for that.
I love a Volvo.
Yeah.
Mad. I've had about 6 of them, and I love them. Love, love, love.
You had a
Didn't
brand
Paul
new
Robson
one.
have an XC90?
What's that, lovey?
Didn't Paul Robson have an XC90?
Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, he had an old one, but I think it died.
Got a 90.
He's bought something else now.
People
Paul
leaving
Robson,
now.
Mr. Moneybags.
Lord's open when we know it.
There's no stopping him. I'm just trying to get through these.
I've got any more?
I just don't want to miss any questions because we were asked loads of questions last time and I missed every single one of them. Can't beat a chippy tea. No, you
can't
certainly
beat a
can't
chippy
miss it. We have a chippy tea sometimes at the Caravan. For
We
some
do,
reason, they
yeah.
taste better.
They do taste better,
Yeah.
especially if you have them on the side of a lay-by in a car park, guys? Have a nice bottle of Prosecco in a car park.
Yes.
Dawn, are you quite with it this evening, my love?
I think she's
Look
been
so
in the
slimmer.
Prosecco or
Have
something.
you lost weight?
Unfortunately, not. No, I wish I could have. Wish I could say I have.
Dawn, it's just flattering lighting, sweetie. That's all it is.
What does this remind you of? Read that.
Our funniest night was when our bed collapsed after a temporary fix. Any creaks was terrifying. What's your funniest moment?
When I fell through the bed.
He nearly fell. He fell through the bed and nearly through the floor of the bloody caravan.
I had to make what we called a fat frame.
God, I remember that phrase.
I had to make a frame. I made it out of some just pine, and it slid under weight that you make the bed up at the front of the caravan, the pull-out slats. Because I kept going through them, because the L pieces that the slats run on were just bending up with my weight. So I was going through the bed every night. So I had to make a frame that I slid underneath it that supported my weight.
Yeah, and I christened it is Fat Frame.
The fat frame.
It's Fat Frame.
Yours was the shower in Piper's Heights, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Martin showered in the women's showers in Piper's Heights. That was your
God, Mark, that's hilarious. Go on, tell that story. Go on.
Once it over to the showers, it's okay. So, as usual, okay, give us the shower gel, towel, right, I'll be back in 10 minutes. Walked over to the shower, and both the doors were open. So I walked into what I thought was the male showers and toilets. Well, you can see where this is going. Walked in, thought, I'll have a wee before I get a shower. So I'm having a wee. I didn't spot the fact that there was no urinals there. Then I heard the cleaner say, "Is anyone in here?" I said, "Just me, mate." We could have heard a pin drop.
So didn't think nothing of it.
Didn't think anything of it. So comes out, gets a shower, walks back to the caravan. I said to Joanne, I said, "Oh, I forgot the shower gel. You're going to have to go back and get it." So walks back to the shower. By this time, the doors were shut, and I'd actually been in the women's showers. When the cleaner had said, "Is there anyone in there?" and he heard a bloke's voice, he must have thought, "My God, who's that in there?"
When he looks underneath like that and sees a pair of hairy legs.
Yeah, he's got little hair. Bloody hell, that woman's got hairy toes.
With Crocs and white socks on.
That's
I'm
brilliant.
out of here. So it actually cost me £3 to get a new shower gel from the shop.
I love it. Oh, that's a big question. Look, dear all, I have the next question. What is the maximum? Good Lord, that's
There's one there. Caravanning with the Westies. Have you got a wish list? Well, yeah.
Oh, Scotland for one.
Oh.
Yeah, love Scotland, and I'd love to either go to the Republic of Ireland on the ferry, or obviously nip across to France and visit all the World War II beaches on that northwest coast. I'd love to do that.
How about you two? What do you reckon?
Well,
France would definitely be well. France and Spain.
But the one that Ian just mentioned, Ireland, I've worked in Belfast and that sort of area.
We've done Northern Ireland.
Yeah, we've done Northern Ireland, me with work and then on sort of little trips away. But I've never been further down in Ireland, and it's somewhere that I've always wanted to explore.
Yeah.
So Ireland is, because to all intents and purposes, it's not that far from here, because we could straight down to 55, jump on the ferry from Holyhead over to Dublin, can you see then? And then drive around. But yeah, Ireland.
Here's a question for the technically minded, so that rules you out, Mart.
Oh no, yeah. Woof. Right over.
There's your question. Answer that one.
What is the maximum autonomy with maximum capacity in water tanks and charged batteries without outside energy and water?
That's for me.
Whoa.
Well, everything has got to be 12 volts. If you try and use anything above 12 volts when you're off grid, you've got no chance of it working. That's as far as much as my knowledge goes.
Does that mean the maximum you could sort of be self-sufficient for, if you like?
I think so.
Well, the only way you could do it is obviously you'd fill your barrels before you went with fresh water.
Yeah.
So it depends on how many litres your barrels are.
That is a very vexing question, that, isn't it? That's a mastermind question.
Lots of variables in that, though, isn't there? So
lots of solar as well.
Well, if you've got a decent solar panel, you can be on with your electric. You're self-sufficient, aren't you? Because it's whatever you're using, it then is recharging with your solar panel. Yeah. See, I'm new to solar panels because our caravan now has got a solar panel. It's only at 40 watt. I don't know how well that would do under constant use. It's great for the storage. It keeps the alarm running and the tracker running and all the rest of it. Because every time I go and I check the strength of the battery, it's showing 13 volts. So it's working very well. How well that 40 watt solar panel would do using it under normal everyday use, like boiling kettles and what have you. I don't know.
Yeah, I think if you go down the inverter route, which is going to be quite heavy on your battery, you need quite a bit of solar to be able to replenish that. You're going to need
the water barrels would be very, very heavy if you got two of them full of water. So you'd probably go and try and source some fresh water from somewhere, wouldn't you?
Now, are we talking motorhome or caravan? Because a motorhome, they've got big built-in. I know a lot of caravans have got water tanks.
I suppose you could fill your caravan up as well, but you're adding more weight, aren't you?
Yeah, I suppose you are.
That's a very, very...
It's an open-ended question, that one, isn't it? Really?
We've never been off grid, so that's a question I haven't even asked myself.
No.
Oh, he's saying, my name is Johnny. Hello, Johnny. You've given us a question there, Johnny, that's stumped us, really, hasn't it, I suppose?
Yeah, well, Damien's opening his CL, hopefully, this year, and he's invited us to go and stay there. So it'd be interesting to see if we could survive off grid on Damien's CL. Because we don't watch TV or anything like that. We haven't got a 12-volt TV anyway. The only time we're going to be using the electric is 1 or 2 lights, charging our phones up,
My muzzle
and my drone, and shaving your moustache. So that's all we're going to be using on the 12-volt. Would the 40-watt solar panel cope with it?
Well, without a doubt, you could get a couple of days out of that because
Oh,
all
bye-bye,
your lights
Phil.
will be LED.
I think
He's
people
got
are starting
early-
to go now.
yeah, well-
Bye-bye, Pete.
Well, I'm just flicking through these comments, and we've been
Yes,
gabbing away for an hour and 15
sewing
minutes.
bee on.
Irish people,
Sewing
brilliant. Guinness factory, well worth a visit.
Yeah.
Well,
I've done that one in Dublin.
Oh, yeah, you went on. Yeah, nice one, Pete.
Oh,
we are.
Desmond's answered Johnny's question, so
21 days in the winter and 28 days in the summer. But you
Brilliant.
need to think of solar and water source. Well, there you go. That's what we were saying.
Hitch Up and Tow have said they love their non-electric CLs. There's no problem, so
I think it's
Yeah,
just
it's
it's
come up with-
consumption, isn't it? It's just about consumption. And like he said there, as long as you've got access to clean, fresh water, the water really isn't a problem.
No, not at all.
It's just whether your solar panel will keep your battery charged for what little that you will be draining it.
Yeah.
Because you could just charge your phones up from your car battery. Whenever you go, plug your phone in your car.
Oh, like
Yeah.
the USB chargers, they're not taking much at all.
It must be minimal, that, mustn't it?
Yeah.
So, I think before we go, have you got anything else you want to say or ask? Or
Yeah. Please, everybody who is still watching, give their
Warden
channel.
Singers, thanks
give
very
their
much for having
channel
us.
a look.
Sorry, Marty, he was bloody gabbing.
Well,
What
that
you...
was
What's new? What's new? I just said thanks very much for having us. It's been lovely.
Yeah, thanks for
No,
having
it's
us.
been
And thanks for
lovely having
everybody
you
who
on.
joined in.
It's been
On the
lovely having
chat,
you on.
Mm.
I hope people, give you the thumbs up and have a look at your channel as
Yeah,
well.
everybody, check
Yeah.
out Itchyfeet channel. Go on, give them a look. Subscribe. It costs absolutely nothing, doesn't it? That's what I always say.
Smile on our face.
And we've got to say hello to Ellis on the Xbox because he's upstairs on his Xbox.
Hi, Ellen.
And,
Hi, Ellis.
and Daniel as well. You're okay?
Lovely.
Things we have to do.
I know.
I know. Well, it's been lovely to chat to you guys.
Oh, yeah. As I
Likewise.
say, thanks very much for having us. And
Our pleasure. Our
to
pleasure.
everybody who's joined in.
It's been nice, hasn't it? And thanks everyone for watching.
All,
So,
you know,
Oh, hang on a minute, Jeff. You've just made my ears prick up there because you just mentioned Silverstone.
Oh, God.
And I'm a real...
God.
all caravanners have a generator. It's called a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, true.
yeah.
Enjoyed your tour of Snaily, Martin Joe.
Oh, it was lovely. I love all
Oh,
your
geez,
little
that's
knickknacks.
right.
I'm not allowed knickknacks.
I'll put it this way, I think it's a fantastic van.
It
It's
is.
certainly better than the Bailey we had. You know what I mean? It really
And do you know what, right? I've said it before and I'll say it again. I've got to say thanks very much for Colin. To Colin for the tip on using that polish. Because when we got the Caravan, it really did need polishing. And I tried different car polishes and it didn't quite cut it, if you like.
Oh, look, Gary Beecham.
I loved hearing this when people are picking up their caravans.
Yeah,
Been waiting
oh.
4 months. Not seen it yet. Click and collect.
collect.
Wow, that's a gamble, isn't
Oh, brilliant.
Oh,
it?
What's
Best
the best
wheel
way
in
to
hitch
hitch
security,
yours?
probably the Purple Line Nemesis. I think everybody's going for on that.
Yeah, that's what
The
we've got.
Alcos are great. The Alcos are great. They're just a little bit fiddly to get on and off, especially when you turn up at site. The Nemesis just boom, in, done.
Yeah, that's what we've got. And is it Alco hitch lock?
Yeah, we've got the Alco hitch lock and the Nemesis wheel
Yeah.
lock. And the Nemesis got literally seconds to put
Yeah.
that on.
Well,
They've all got
Gary,
their pros and
enjoy-
cons.
Enjoy your new van, love.
Well, thank you very much.
Looking forward to the next live. Good night and God bless.
Night-night,
Good night
love.
to you too.
Nice.
Right?
Will there be another live, love?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know what it is about live. She doesn't like doing them, do you?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Started it off again now.
Good evening, John.
Oh,
Unfortunately, we're saying our
We're going,
goodbyes.
mate. I have
John,
a date
I've got
with
to say-
Stone in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, another
Well,
question. One
you
more
still watch
question.
Odin falling off the table.
Oh yeah, John.
Odin
Yeah.
falling off the table.
Oh, was that the cat
So,
when it fell
yeah.
off? Oh, that was
You've
fantastic.
watched that time and time
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, which are your favourite sites in North Wales? Well, that's
Plas
dead
Farm.
easy. Plas Farm,
From Farm,
from Farm.
Tinross.
Plas Farm, for its sheer, it's absolutely pristine. It's one of the best. In fact, I'd go as far to say Plas Farm in near Abergele, North Wales, is probably
Oh, it's stunning.
the
It's
best
brilliant.
site in Wales that we know of. It is absolutely spot
Isn't it?
on.
Really nice that.
Next after that, just for great for the kids, and if you're a family, we'd say
From
Farm, because they put on little displays of sheep shearing and things like that. They went round in a golf cart and threw sweets to the kids at Easter, and they
that's
dressed
great.
up in bunnies and that. And it's just a great family site, From Farm. So they're our two favourites in North Wales.
That's
Definitely.
probably how I am.
without a
Back
doubt.
in
Yeah.
after the cart.
Yeah, going off the cart.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
So, there we go.
Right, so we're going to have to call this a night.
Just
An hour and 21 we've
put-
been gabbing.
So,
See?
thank you,
Yeah.
Graham. Thank you, Graham, for being. I keep wanting to say tool.
Oh, cheers. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
thank you very
We
much.
talked to you too. So thanks very much for everybody that's tuned in.
Yeah,
Thank you
thanks,
so
guys.
much. We really appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Oh, it's been brilliant.
All right. Take care, guys. Take care.
Speak
Bye.
to you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye,
Love.
everybody.
Bye. Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.